Hello everyone, it's Lindsay and it is unboxing day. So today we are unboxing the Wild Hare Kits. I will link all the other design team members' unboxings down in the description box for you guys so you can head on over and see what all fun goodies they got. If you didn't know, I have been a design team member for Wild Hare Kits since last summer. So if you're not familiar with Wild Hare Kits, what they are is the company that hand curates paper crafting kits for you. So you fill out a style profile and then you can pick, certain colors you like or certain products you like or certain products you don't like and projects that you're working on, and then they put together a kit specifically tailored for you. You have your choice of a deluxe kit or a petite kit, and it's not a subscription service, so you just pop on and order whenever you feel like ordering. Maybe you want to order, in the spring when all the new collections release, or in the fall when all the new collections release, or you have a lot of summer projects to document, something like that. As a design team member, I've been getting kits every single month since last summer, and I have loved every stinking second of being on the Wild Hare Kits design team. I have absolutely loved all the things I've gotten to play with and exposure to products that I would not have bought for myself or didn't even know were out there, so I love that. But sadly, this month, the month of June, is going to be my last month with the Wild Hare Kits. It has nothing to do with them. It all has to do with me, just because I have way too many projects and I feel like I just cannot devote the 110% that I want to every single project that I have. So I had to make some cuts. And as you can see, this is actually not new product. This is the product that I've gotten and collected since last summer with them. And I want to take some time to get through the product. I don't want to be wasteful. I don't want to throw things away. I don't want things to sit and not get used. And so I need to just get caught up. So I may revisit the Wild Hare Kit team later on down the line if they'll have me back. And I will still be ordering from them on occasion, just not kits every single month. That way I can work through product. But so on that note, for this unboxing, I thought I would do things a little bit different. So being as a part of the team, we do get a free kit each month. This month though, I special requested to not get a kit. I wanted to just focus on the product that I already have and kind of share with you guys how I'm going to basically create one giant kit out of everything that I've gotten from them. So then, like I said, they're hand curated. So I get to pick, the colors and things like that. My color preferences haven't changed over the last year. So a lot of my kits that I get each month are gonna work with each other. And so I wanted to kind of show you how I'm gonna do that. And I also wanna show you how I store my kits and organize it and that kind of thing. So my unboxing today is going to be a little bit different. Definitely check out the other ladies down below so you can see maybe what new products are out there, the different products that Wild Hare Kit has and what their kits look like. Everybody has, some people like florals, some don't like florals, some like brights, some like neutrals, and you can kind of see the different kits. So let me kind of slide things out of the way here. There's so much to go through. When I initially started with the Wild Hare Kits, it looks like August was my first month. I was primarily documenting in a traveler's notebook type system. So I was memory documenting in a traveler's notebook and also Bible journaling. So this is what worked for me. I got one of these little containers. Mine's filthy. These are from Michael's. And I created little index cards basically with the month. Now, in your own craft space, if you don't do YouTube and don't do design teams, you probably don't have to do it by month, but because I'm on a design team, I needed it to be separated by month. So you might want to separate it by color or by brand or by theme or something like that. But what I would do is right off the bat, when I would get my kits, they typically include 12 by 12 papers. Now, I don't scrapbook 12 by 12, and at the time I was scrapbooking in traveler's notebooks. So I would instantly cut down my papers into traveler's notebook size. That way I would use them, because if I leave them like this, I hoard them. As you can see, I have tons of paper hoarded. So I would have all of these papers, as you can see, cut down to traveler's notebook size. I will be doing some traveler's notebook documenting this summer because we have a whole bunch of summer adventures, so I am going to use this up. I can also use this to layer behind photos now that I am documenting in 8.5 by 11 size. I can still use these. But what I would do is behind my tab, I would put all my paper. If I had scraps or cut apart pieces, those would go in there as well. Usually I would stick whatever the fun stuff was in the front, like if I had, die cuts or chipboard or stickers or stamps. That way I would remember that it was there. So then as I went through the months, you can see I've got, freckled frond stickers, lots of different papers, mostly papers. When I initially started with the Wild Hare Kits back last summer, I was just diving into the scrapbooking world, so I really didn't have a lot of product. I had other art mediums, but when it came to paper crafting products, I really didn't have a lot. So I used most of my kits. So I've got, you know, Maggie Holmes collections. You can see a lot of my colors are florals, pinks, yellows, and like a minty green. You will see that repeated month after month. I got some fun stencils to play with. Again, I've got papers cut down, and I would just separate everything that way, and that worked for me. So these are all the goodies that I'm going to be incorporating and using throughout the month. Then as I progressed to other projects like 8.5 by 11, I was doing pocket pages and things like that, I upgraded to this system here. And so this is actually a caddy from IKEA. I will try to link it down below because I can't remember. I'm trying to see if the name of it's on the bottom of it here. Looks like Fjalla, F-J-A-L-L-A. I'll put it on the screen and I'll try to link it down below. But it's this little caddy. It has a handle in here. And this is perfect for scrapbooking because 12 by 12 papers fit in this bigger piece back here. And then I kind of separate things based off the sizes. So like 6 by 6 or 6 by 8 papers, stamps and alpha stickers go in this bigger section here. Over here I can usually stick smaller like puffy stickers and paper scraps and things like that go in this other little smaller section. And then down in the front here, you can see that it's divided up in the front as well. So these are perfectly sized for your 3x4 pocket cards. You can see these fit in here perfectly, so I can store those. And then just smaller bits and bobs can fit in the front. I love that it's tiered so I can see everything that I have in here, but I definitely, when I get done filming this, need to go through and just reorganize things because as the months have gone on, I've just thrown stuff in here and I need to go through it and organize it so that I can utilize it. And you can see I just have I've got stamp sets, you know, and for you it might work to reincorporate some of these things into your craft space and your other regular storage solutions that you might have. But if you don't have a lot of room, or maybe you're only working from kits from one place, this is a great storage solution. So this is probably 95% product from the Wild Hare Kits. I have added in a couple, like one of my kits, I got a few 6 by 8 papers from the Maggie Holmes Sunny Days collection, and I absolutely love them, so I went out and bought the entire paper pad. So I did add a couple of those things into this box, but the majority of this is all from my special requested kits. So I've got cardstock stickers, I've got chipboard stickers back here, lots and lots of cardstock stickers, my 12 by 12 papers. Now I'm leaving these 12 by 12 because I'm doing more 8.5 by 11 scrapbooking, and so sometimes I use this as a full 8.5 by 11 sheet, or I cut it down for behind photos. So ideally I'll go through here and probably rainbow order my papers. Even the ones that are multicolored, I'll usually stick multicolors kind of together and then rainbow order. That way I can just flick through, and if I know I need a blue for a project or I know I need a green for a project, I can just flip through to my greens and see what I have for greens and then use it, because the point of this month is to use up some of this stash. Now over here what I have is one of these, are these Deflecto? Yes, Deflecto containers. I did a whole review on this system on my channel a couple months ago. I'll link that down below for you guys. This is an awesome storage solution. And so I had an extra one of these and I decided just to dump all of my die cuts. So I've got some more die cuts that will go in here as well. And I've just got all of my Wild Hare Kit die cuts in here. And like I said, again, if you're not creating for a team, if you're not, you know, doing YouTube videos in this way, then you can, you know, organize things a little bit differently. But this is what works for me. So I've even got some photo corners left over from last summer, just all kinds of fun goodies. And you can see I create daily. I still have so much product left over. These kits are massive. They are so worth the money spent on the kits when you order them. So there is kind of look at everything that I have left over, and what you'll notice is there's lots of colors that are kind of repeated that I can mix and match things. Again, because I usually fill out my style profile pretty much in the same way. I request the same types of things, and so that way I can mix and match past kits with current kits, and it's all gonna work together. So you can see just different companies, different kits, everything is gonna work. So I know that's kind of a different unboxing for me, but I just wanted to give you a heads up on what the plan is for this month. And like I said, you can definitely head on over and order your hand-curated kit. Like I said, you can get deluxe or petite depending on how much stuff you need. If you have any questions or comments, be sure to leave those down below. Maybe you have some creative ideas. Send me some ideas for how to bust your stash. Is there certain things that you go to create when you're needing to use up a lot of your product? Let me know in the comments down below. Let's get some ideas. What are some things that you want to see me do with the products this month? Give me some inspiration. Check out the description box for links to the Wild Hare Kits and the storage solutions that I mentioned. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. And until next time, thank you so much. Bye-bye.